welcome to Your Boyfriend. My name is Luna, and this is my first YouTube video ever, so I apologize for the bad quality, but I do not have the resources. Um, I still hope you enjoy it. I have been obsessed with this game for a while now. I have always liked visual novels, and after having eyed with playing this for some time, I decided to do so. And since I've not really found a lot of people here on YouTube who have played this, I found some people, but I don't know, not that many. I decided to upload a video myself too. For those who do not know the game, you will see. So I'm gonna enter my name, Luna, and head right in. So for the first run, oh my god. Okay. For the first run, I will try to make my choices as realistically as possible. So I will try to choose the options that I would actually choose in real life. Okay. My life has been chaotic. My family broke out into another fit of drama, so I left the nest and ran straight to college. I got an apartment and a job, but even that has become unbearable. Working at the local Greasy Spoon diner doesn't pay the best, obviously, so finding a roommate was my only recourse to be able to afford an apartment. Now, my roommate is always bringing some dropout into our apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule is wrecked, and top it off, the rent is late. I've heard once that if you become a roommate with a friend, you won't stay friends for long. In my case, my friendship is strained with my friend, making excuses for why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to scrape by every month. Picking up a second job will drive me to an early grave at this point. The park gives me a chance to have some much needed alone time. Has this pond always been there? I don't think so. This part of the park in particular is my favorite because it's untouched by obnoxious family members and college jerks. The only people who come here are the groundskeepers. Even then, they only come by in the morning. Closing my eyes, I rub my face and breathe out the tension from my body so that I could enjoy the peace and quiet. Just then I feel someone sit down beside me. Startled, I turn to face the interloper.
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
The stranger says, trying to keep me from leaping too high off of the park bench. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? It's such a pity they do not have a voice line for this one. Because I would love to hear him say this. I don't know, I love the phrase. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? I don't know. Scooting awkwardly towards me, a shy smile creeps over his face. I keep my eyes on him like a hawk, unsure what his intentions are. Not once do his unblinking eyes stray from mine. So, are you waiting for a family member or a friend? It just seems kind of odd for you to be sitting here, all alone like this, and so far away from the jogging track. A chill runs down my spine. I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him, perching closer to the edge of the bench. Does a sane person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? The answer is probably no, but okay. The stranger picks up on my unease, refraining from moving any closer towards me. Crossing his fingers in between his legs, he smiles warmly. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper, or one of the old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. Okay, actually, maybe I have been doing Tai Chi, and maybe I have been feeding the pigeons. So rude. I'm just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately. It's like he wants to wrap his arms around me in comfort, fingers twitching.
I know this is sudden, very sudden, but may I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
Okay. Can I have the pleasure? Never mind, he is weird. I can't tell if it's just him being socially awkward or eccentric. What? Why? Why is he interested in me of all
Well,
people?
I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot I had a boyfriend. Huh? My boyfriend? Why would he be assuming we were in a relationship? The stranger sits patiently, waiting for my answer. I would probably be flabbergasted. I would not say anything. I would be like, oh. This comforting silence grows, unsure and confused by the situation. I can't find the words. It's just so sudden. Taking the hint, he removes his hand from mine. Since when has his hand been on mine? Do not touch me. Oh my god. I think I would have already run away in this situation. Looking away, the stranger chuckles awkwardly. Hey, I get it if you don't want me to be your boyfriend. I just thought I'd take the chance to ask you out. If he's guilt tripping me, he's doing a terrible job. Well, it's just that I don't even know you, so don't worry, I get it. I suppose I'd be a little weirded out too if some random stranger came up and asked me out on a date. Flattered, but still a little uneasy. He's taking my rejection well, not throwing a fit or making a scene. The stranger is almost understanding of my feelings. Thank God. I'd better get going then. It was nice talking to you, though. Giving a smile and a sad wave before walking away, he leaves me alone on the bench. I watch him walk off, feeling sort of terrible for how things ended the way they did. Maybe I'll apologize to him if I ever see him again. Girl, you will see him again. Don't worry. I stay in the park a little while longer. I don't know if I should go after him or just shake it off and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. I shake it off. I wander around the city a little bit more, visiting places I normally wouldn't. I love all these background characters. They're so cute. Who's this baddie? I still can't get that man out of my head. Head. It's baffling. On one hand, I'm glad that he didn't keep harassing me about going out with him. At the same time, I wish he stayed around for a little bit and just talked to me like a normal person. He's not normal, though. That could be just my loneliness talking. I love them. They are girlfriends. They are definitely girlfriends. I come across a local florist shop I remember passing on a few of my downtown walks. I've been meaning to stop in and pick up some flowers for the apartment, but could never seem to find the time. See, that is something I would never do. I would never get flowers for my apartment because, I don't know. Well, I have time now, so why not? I mean, I love flowers, but they will just die after a few days, and I don't know. Stepping into the shop, I'm hit with the fragrant combined scent of the various flowers inside. I wander past the colorful displays of flower arrangements, potted plants, and the small gift bags of potpourri. I have no idea what that is. I had a particular purchase in mind. By the way, if you can't tell, I have quite the accent, so I apologize. I hope it's not distracting. Um, yeah. I catch the scent of roses from a rustic wooden shelf display. This does not look like a rustic wooden shelf display. It's grey. It's not wooden, is it? Being mindful that some still had their thorns, I reach out to pick one up. A hand brushes against mine. I snatch my hand away, catching a glance at the other person. Oh, fancy seeing you here. Hmm, I bet you do. The man from the park beams at me before pulling the rose out. I didn't know you shopped here too. I don't. The stranger places a finger over his lips. Shh, it's a small shop. There's no need to raise your voice. His comment rubs me the wrong way, but I try to compose myself. For real, he's being so judgy for what? Asshole. Did you follow me here? Is this a pure coincidence, or should I be worried? What? Of course not. He looks a little hurt by my accusation. I come here almost every day, you know? That's a relief. He fumbles around with the rose in his hand, eyes focused squarely on the ground. I love flowers. This little shop is the only one nearby, so I come here a lot to see what new bouquets they have made and if they have any on sale. I'll admit that sometimes I get a glimpse of you through the windows of the diner that you work at. Lately, I've been meaning to walk in to finally say hi, but I lose my nerves and stay out. So realistically, I would, I don't know, I would probably be thinking, okay, weird, but I would not say, oh my God, you've been watching me. I would be like, okay, sure. Um, Maybe I am overreacting. I guess that's understandable. But, like, it's a good explanation, right? Like, that's not completely unbelievable. It's difficult for me to notice people when I'm walking the same path almost every day, like a mindless robot. Same. I guess that I can't really blame him for my lack of awareness. Look, I have to get going. He steps closer, as if mustering up the nerve to ask me something. I know you have no interest in me, and I get that, but can I at least see you again? Not on a date or anything, but just to hang out. I feel as though we got off to a bad start. Why? I don't even know your name. My name? It's a joke, really. I much prefer if you made a nickname for me. The smile on his face fades into a slight grimace. I really don't like my name. Honestly, I'd rather be called something else, like a nickname or something. He must have a really horrible name, or really horrible parents that he wants to dissociate with. Taking a moment, I figure there's no real harm in making a nickname for him. After all, it would be easier for me to remember. Well, how about you all already know I'm going to name him Peter. This man is not getting a nickname. He doesn't deserve it. Peter. Uh, Wait, what was that? How did you know my real name? Well, I hate my name. Were you talking to girlfriend? Did she tell you my real name? No, seriously, pick another name. No, Peter. By the way, I'm typing so slow because I'm holding my mic in one hand and I have to use the other one. Okay. Wow, you're really adamant on calling me Peter, aren't you? Fine, we'll go with that then. Yeah, we better do. I don't know. I think it fits. You may not like it, but can you smile for me, Peter? Why would I ask that? I do not care if that man smiles or not. I see that the sun is getting low in the sky. Well, it's getting dark. I had better get going home. It was nice to meet you, Peter. I turn to leave the shop. Hey, wait! Peter calls out to me. I turn to see him smiling sheepishly. Can I at least walk you home? No. Guys, do not have a stranger walk you home. Especially not one that might be following you. His shoulders slouch and his smile fades slightly, snapping his fingers in disappointment. Oh, dang. Rejected twice in one day. Today hasn't been that kind to me. But how about we hang out tomorrow? I shake my head before putting the rose back where it came from? Where it came from. I work all this week, so I don't really have time for anything. This sounds so much like me. Well, how about I stop by your work tomorrow? You do take breaks, right? No, I do not get breaks. We walk out of the shop together. Yeah, it's that crusty ma and pa diner. It's not that busy most days. If you want to just stop by and chat for a bit, we can. If you want. Oh, okay, okay. Never mind. The thought of having someone to talk casually to sounded nice, but I don't want him to get the wrong message. But just a fair warning, I won't be able to talk much if you're not buying anything to eat or drink. Why does he look like that? I'll bring a few bucks then. Anything worth getting food poisoning from? I chuckle as he smiles wryly. The milkshakes are the best I've had in a long time. I'll take your word for it. I look outside and note that the sh- I look outside and I note that the shadows of the oh my god of trees and buildings are getting longer. Well, you better hurry. It's getting dark. Why would he hurry? He's a tall man. Nothing will happen to him. He gives me a nod and smiles as he saunters further down the road opposite of my apartment. I watch him walk down the sidewalk for a moment before going my own way. I gotta go my own way. What about us? What about everything we've been through? And what about trust? Okay, sorry. My apartment is silent, except for the rummaging sound of my roommate's study partner in the kitchen. I shield my eyes and walk past. They have a habit of walking around naked afterwards, and I don't even want to guess if they were dressed this time. No, but not bothering to turn the lights in my room, I flop down on my bed, face first into the mattress with my limbs spread out like a star. Letting out a long groan, I roll onto my back and stare up at the ceiling. It was a rather eventful day. I got a little quiet time, and I even made a new acquaintance, despite getting off on the wrong foot at first. Ugh, I'm so exhausted. I don't bother getting undressed. Instead, I pull the blankets over myself and drift off to sleep. I have an early shift tomorrow. Poor me. There he is, always taking care of me. So nice of him. Okay, continue. Let's continue with day 2. So, Luna, did you have a nice time with Peter? I guess so. It's time to get up and face another day. Get up, get up. Mhm. I roll over in my bed, every inch in my body is begging me to wake up, but I don't want to. I feel so sleep deprived. I fight the will to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting up in my bed. Ugh, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I'm a loser. Okay. I love this plushie. It's so cute. I won this plushie at a carnival. Still smells like cherries. Huh, I've seen this plushie before. Well, isn't it mine? It blew up at one point and people swore up and down. Oh, okay, whatever. Huh, I thought I had the window closed last night. I did. This actually looks like my room. Dirty clothes I've yet to wash. I've been too busy or exhausted to get these done. That's so real. I don't wear most of my clothes anymore. At this point, it's all just piling up and making it difficult to see inside. My trusty old game daddy. I love playing some Grave Harvest while I'm trying to unwind. Oh, right! Oh my god, okay. No! No, we're gonna do that again. Okay, I can only jump. Oh, okay. Um, whatever. Let's face reality. 9:12 a.m. Oh god, I'm late for work. Finally dressed, I rush out of my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section where I normally put my work keys. Betty. Yeah, no thanks to you, Lucy. I don't like that I'm mean to her in this route. Like, it's not her task to wake me up and, like, to keep track of my schedule. I blurt out as I snatch my keys from the counter, glaring over towards my roommate who had the nerve to look confused. Why didn't you wake me up? My deadbeat of a roommate tensed up a little, looking both offended and startled with my sudden outburst. Good. Damn. Dude, I heard you rummaging around earlier. Don't pin your lazy ass on me. That was not me. She tries to explain. Not even her excuses have any effort. That fucking bum. My god. Can I say this here on YouTube? I'm not sure. Whatever. I then shake my head, focusing back on my predicament. No, I wasn't rummaging around earlier. I just barely woke up. You know I have work at 7 and you let me sleep in until 9? What kind of shit were you and your fuck toy? Snorting up last night, Lucy. Oh my god. We're so toxic. My roommate instantly takes offense to this, flashing me the most glorious of birds before storming off into the room. Does flashing me the most glorious of birds? Does this mean that she's flipping me off? I don't know. I wish I was a native speaker. You know what? Fuck you. I'm not your keeper, and you're not my fucking dad. She has a point.
And I told you not to call me Lucy.
Once my roommate slams her door shut, I simply scoff and made my way out the door. With any luck, she'll be gone when I get back. Maybe I will find a more tolerable roommate then. My god. I hustled down the stairs and out the apartment building, but after running into Lucy, I slow my pace. I don't like that job anyway. If I get fired, fine. This day is already shitty, so why not just pile it on? We're so negative in this. It's a Sunday. There's usually hardly any customers on Sunday mornings, but even then, it doesn't excuse my lateness. Rushing through the front doors of the diner, I dash into the kitchen and grab my apron off the coat hanger along the far end of the wall. The aprons seem to be the only place where grease stains don't get all over me. Fumbling to tie the apron on, I rush over towards the time clock and snatch my time card to punch in. Wait. According to this, I already clocked in. Who could have... My attention snaps towards the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever it is, they're not trying to be discreet, as they carry a clanking stack of dirty dishes back from a table.
There you are. Where have you been?
I love TK and their little British
I've been
accent.
covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
45. TK rushes right by me as they gently place the dishes into the sink of soapy hot water. Wiping the hands, TK sighs loud enough to make sure that I hear it. They're like this all the time, though, always acting like they're the big sibling to everyone and keeping things in one place. They are, though, are they not? I have, as I try to think of an excuse that doesn't sound as pathetic as my alarm didn't go off. But the truth is all I have, so I try to downplay the issue. I don't get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday morning. You clearly weren't paying attention when you came barging in. TK wipes their hands on their apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the... Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts here? Old farts, that's crazy. I try not to raise my voice to a point that the fiber-chomping boomers outside did not hear me. There's nothing wrong with being a boomer, and there's nothing wrong with chomping fiber. I don't know why we are so judgy in this one. The two of us came along, that's what happened. Now stop asking questions and start waiting tables. TK hands me a spare notepad and pencil and nudges me out of the kitchen. Great, here I am, hoping to have an easygoing day. So much for that. I feel like the longer I talk, the worse my accent is getting, so I apologize. The breakfast crowd is a nightmare. Karens and redneck grandpas everywhere with something up their asses. What's a redneck grandpa? I feel like I know the term redneck, but I'm not sure what it means. Feel free to educate me in the comments. Some even going as far as refusing to pay because I didn't kiss their goddamn feet whenever their coffee was not filled all the way or their T-bone steak wasn't cooked the way they wanted. This is so real. I worked at a coffee shop for one day because I wanted to start working there. And this was the last time I did that because this being a waiter is terrible because everyone is so rude to you because they think you're the personal servant. Yeah, T-bone steak for breakfast. Not even breakfast eggs. No, not even breakfast steaks and eggs either. An actual T-bone steak dinner with potatoes and steamed carrots. And then when one person refuses to order off the breakfast menu, there's a dozen more who follow suit. Such a hassle. Why couldn't the elderly be more like my grandparents, pleasant and polite? The last of the great generation, not these entitled boomers. Damn. Eventually, the crowd starts dying down, most leaving to do some sightseeing, others staying to order more coffee or lunch. At least these are the kind of customers that mind their own business and are more focused on eating or talking. Who's that? Betty. Staggering into the kitchen, I let out a long sigh and rest against the wall, finally able to make a moment to relax. Come. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed a table. TK sneaks over at my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pointing back out to the dining area. I roll my exhausted eyes and look over towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having some Karen throw the coffee on me again. I would, but you owe me for covering your shift for an hour. Damn it, I had a point. With a groan, I lean myself off the wall, try to straighten my posture, and stumble back out. Scanning the booths, I check all the tables I had already gotten, matching their faces and orders table by table. I don't think I missed any. A voice chimes in from the booth to my right. Hey there, stranger. I wouldn't be enthusiastic about him showing up. Um, at least I don't think so. But I know that when I go, how long have you been there? I'm going to become very mean. I've seen that um in other videos. So I'm going with this route because I'm no. Oh, thank God. I was hoping you'd show. Today has been insane. I've noticed. He chuckles, looking around the area. When I saw the place packed to the brim with people, I figured I'd wait outside until the crowd died down and get the chance to give you a little break. Well, you're a lifesaver. I sigh in relief, taking off my apron. Honestly, I didn't think things would be so insane today. First, my alarm doesn't go off, then I OTK my hours since they covered my shift most of the morning, and my feet are already killing me. Well, I'll happily whisk you away from this place and go somewhere less crowded. I'll even carry you if you'd like. You gonna charm me like this the entire day? I certainly will try. He gives me a wink. Folding up the apron in my hand, I can't help but look away, feeling my cheeks go bright red and warm. You look cute when you become bashful. He purrs, giving me a rather dreamlike smile, as though in complete awe of my flaring cheeks. Hey now, we're just being friends, right? I'll be keeping that in mind. Anyway, I'll let TK know I'm heading out for my break. Hopefully they're merciful. Please have mercy on me. Peter doesn't say anything, simply giving a little nod. I walk back into the kitchen area, hanging up my apron just as TK approaches me.
Oh, and who was that?
Jealous? They take a glance out into the dining area before returning their attention to me. Him? He's my boyfriend. It's crazy because we just barely met yesterday and he asked me on a date right out of the blue. Why are we saying that? He's not. They don't seem to respond well to this as they give a little frown. That's rather quick, right? Oh, okay. Hey, I'm just messing with you. He's just a guy that I met yesterday. We got off on the wrong foot, but he seems okay. He sees me working here now and again, so I told him to drop in and say hi sometime. So, he's just here to see you, right? Actually, he's here to take me out on a little break date. We might stop by my place and get lunch before coming
Oh,
back.
so it's serious then.
No, who said that? Okay, maybe because I'm taking him home, but they try to look as though they aren't bothered by this. No, of course not. We're just hanging out, that's all. Promise. TK seems troubled, attempting to keep a forced smile on their face. I guess it's just that I was kinda hoping that maybe I could treat you to lunch sometime. Bless their heart, I know they kind of had a thing for me, though things have been so crazy. I don't think dating a coworker would help a lot. I would not refuse. Look at them. Look at them. Who could turn them down? Well, how about tomorrow? I mean, I do owe you for covering my part of the shift today. They seem to perk at this offer, doing their best to act casual. That's so cute. Yes, you do. We both work tomorrow, though, so how about coffee on our way to work? Nothing like a nice perk before dealing with Monday's crowd. You got it. Coffee and maybe a muffin if I feel like spoiling you. I wouldn't fight you on it. Well, I'd better not keep you two. Be safe, alright? I don't want to take the rest today on my own. I wish I had a coworker my age too, but I mostly work with people who are a little older. No worries, I'll be back in about an hour. If I'm not, you can describe him to the homicide detective, right? A lanky, goofball-headed with no nose and wearing a hideous black and blue hoodie vest. I doubt he will be hard to pick out of a lineup. Ha ha. Anyways, back in a bit. I like this route. It's cute. I think it's wholesome how we're like joking around with TK and we're still nice to Peter and we're not absolutely like we're not in a bad mood all the time, but we're also not delusional going like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend. Okay, he's my boyfriend, so he is." And we're not, Peter stands there with a bit of a blank expression on his face, almost as though he's lost in thought. He doesn't seem to recognize me as I approach. Hey, are you alright? He snaps out of it after I reach over and nudge his arm. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just a little burned out is all. I've had a very late night. Late night? Do you work as a security guard or something? He was playing Five Nights at Freddy's all night. He shakes his head and chuckles to himself. I wouldn't say that exactly. My night hobby isn't something I can pay the bills with. Yeah, watching me. I mainly test and review products. Test products? Are you a beta tester of some kind? Beta? Beta? I'm sorry. You just have to deal with me being bad at English. Actually, I'm not. Actually, I study English, but still, my pronunciation is not the best. Something like that. I just mainly film myself testing products like applying. Oh, I accidentally skipped it. Anyways, sometimes I'll have a small company pay me to test the items to help them gain exposure. It doesn't pay for a good review from me, though. Huh, that sounds like a fun job. A lot better than working here. It has its perks. So, ready to head out? Yeah, I can't be gone for long though. TK needs me back in an hour. I'm sure TK will be fine if you're running a minute or two late. Besides, it's gonna be slow here for the rest of the day anyway. I guess so. Guys, do not take a stranger home that you just met yesterday. Do not do that. Here we are. Don't think that I'm the type of person who just lets any guy into my apartment. Of course not. You're clearly a person with class. Sort of. I roll my eyes as I reach over to unlock the door. Hey, it's not too late for me to head back to the Greasy Spoon Diner. You'd rather sling hash and run your hands through half-eaten food than to hang out with me? I'm hurt. I chuckle a bit and he just flashes that carefree smile.
None of that in the hall.
Dawn! A YouTuber that I watched who also played your boyfriend used to call Dawn sexy, sexy landlord. And it was so funny. And now every time I see Dawn in my head, I just go sexy, sexy landlord. Because he is a sexy, sexy landlord. Startled, I spin away from my apartment door. I can feel that my cheeks are still flushed from Peter's touch, and I try to compose myself. Geez, you scared the crap out of me. Luna, I didn't expect you back so soon. Shouldn't you be at work? My landlord looks as cranky as ever. I am. I'm just taking a small lunch break. It's only for an hour. The landlord seems unfazed by my excuse and quickly turns his attention towards Peter. And you are? Peter, I'm Luna's friend. By the way, I feel like I'm switching between a little more British and American. I'm sorry. Maybe I should just stop commenting on my bad English. Maybe it's not that obvious. Peter, I'm Luna's friend. Peter says, unwaveringly and clearly irritated by being interrupted. Yeah, friend. Sure. Peter continues to glare at him, but the landlord, completely disinterested by the lanky stranger, turns his attention back to me. Anyway, I suppose you can guess why I'm here. I groan as I turn to unlock the front door. Yeah, I know. I'll talk to her when I see her later tonight, okay? If you see her tonight. You can't keep covering for Lucy like this, Luna. Look, I appreciate that you're killing yourself to keep a roof over her head, but this is getting out of hand. I know that I'm running out of excuses to defend my roommate, but my mind keeps searching for them. I stop messing with the door lock when I realize I've just been playing with my keys to keep from facing the landlord. I feel like a child being scolded. But I'm an adult, so I had better act like one. I hang my arms to my side, trying to hold back a sigh. I turn my attention back towards my landlord. Maybe it wasn't the best decision to film this while recovering from a flu. But I couldn't wait. I know. I know you know, but I have to put my foot down, Luna. She's violated her contract one too many times. But think about yourself. She dumps her half on the rent on you, leaving you to work triple shifts at a dead-end greasy spoon diner. Listen, I admire a hard-working person. I do. And I get that you're trying to be charitable and you don't want to be mean, but you can't kill yourself like this. She needs to go. I probably wouldn't do it. I wouldn't know. I'm a people pleaser, so I don't know. It doesn't feel right to just kick her out. No. I'll take up a second job and work triple shifts there if I have to. Don't do that, Luna. Frustrated by my tenacity? Tenacity? He groans loudly and rubs his throbbing forehead. He can rub something else, if you know what I mean. Alright, how about this? You can work part-time for me and help out around this place. That way no one needs to drag your body out of a gutter at 1 a.m. in the morning. He flashes a quick, resentful glance at Peter. He has good intuition. Wait, really? You're offering me a job? Working for you? If you're willing to learn to do more than just screw in a light bulb. Wait, you can at least do that, can't you? I have never done that, but it can't be that hard, can it? I guess you just screw it off, the old one, and then screw in the new one. With the kids today, you just can't tell. No, I mean I can learn. Thank you. Seriously, you can't even remember my name. Oh boy. How often do I even talk to you to remember? He seems to crack half a smile at my little retort. Huh, fair enough. It's Don Williams, kid. But Don will do. Will Daddy do too? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, stop by my office the next time you have a spare moment and we'll talk. Of course. Dawn. Nodding once, the landlord turns around and walks away. Well, here we are. I extend my arms out as if showcasing the layout of the place. Walking in, he scans the apartment, looking rather pleased. Not bad. Definitely a bit bigger than my apartment. Glad you like it. I'm beaming with a huge smile, and I hold my hand out to him. Anyway, shall we? Absolutely. He takes my hand firmly as we walk into the kitchen. I have him sit down at the table while I let go the fridge? While I let go the fridge? To get him a drink. I think something's missing there. As I'm sure. As I'm searching through the fridge for some soda cans, I turn around and notice Peter's expression falter. You're my little soda pop. Peter, what's wrong? Huh? He stutters, snapping out of his melancholy trance. Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. I pull a soda can from the fridge, fill a glass with ice, and watch as he tries to put on a happier face. Are you sure? Really, I'm sure. It's just... He sighs as he takes his soda can and pours it into the chilled glass. I guess I just can't help but feel bad that you have to put up with a roommate who's taking you for granted. She's not. She loves me. Oh, that. Well, hey, look on the bright side. At least I'll be working a second job that'll cover us both, and I won't have to work so many shifts at the diner now. Isn't that great? Yeah, of course. Peter tries to form a smile, his sadness still lingering in his eyes. Of course it is. He sips the drink and then sets it down to gently take my hand in his. Luna, I think you're a wonderful person, and you deserve the best from all the hard work you've put in. You've known me for 1 day. 1 day, you do not know if I'm a wonderful person. He brings my hand forward to his lips, kissing it gingerly. And if I were your roommate, I promise I'd put so much effort into my work to help you pay the rent and whatever else you'd like. I don't know if it's the way he says those words or maybe the look in his eyes, but I can't help but feel touched. Oh, Peter. With a smile, Peter immediately stands up, stepping closer to me with his body pressed against mine. Stop! Don't touch me there! This is my no-no square. No, seriously. We've known each other for 1 day, and I've mentioned we're just friends, so why would he... Fucking landlord. Oh god! Peter turns his head, letting out an irritated groan as he glares over at my roommate as she bursts through the front door. Lucy, hey, you're home. Oh, so now she doesn't mind that I call her Lucy. Oh, not for long. I was gonna hit the bottle, but it seems you two need some alone time. Hit the bottle? Isn't it like lunchtime? Oh, it is. We were just getting lunch real quick. Yeah, just a lunch break before going back to work.
Nothing like eating out for lunch.
Oh my god! I'm only just now realizing how she's mean. Oh my god. Okay, that's funny. Lucy, oh my god. She makes her way into the front room and grabs up a small bag of pot she keeps tucked away under the mattress. She stuffs it down between her breasts before checking her pockets for a lighter. Well, you two take your time. Don wants me to meet up with him about some bullshit or other. I'll be back later tonight, though. Hey, maybe you and I can have a little late night for once. You know, if you're not too tired after this. I don't think I would say no. With my sexy roommate. Since when does Lucy ever want to hang out? Maybe she knows she's getting kicked out and is trying to sweeten things up with me. Sure. Great. She beams, walking over toward where we are and places a peck on my cheek. I'll catch you later tonight, darling. I'm caught off guard by this gesture, looking rather confused as she pats Peter on the back. Don't rough Luna up too much. God knows they need a good fuck. But I prefer my roommates being able to walk afterward. Lucy, please go. Oh, and I got some condoms in my nightstand. Lucy! I love you too. With that, Lucy finally leaves the room, locking the door behind her, possibly to make sure we're not disturbed again. Thanks. Yeah, no, she is as bad as you make her out to be. Yeah, color yourself snookered. Color yourself snookered? Huh? Color myself what? Yeah, exactly. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? Never mind. After a moment of silence, I step away from Peter a little, looking down the floor while feeling both embarrassed and very, very flustered. I'm gonna see what leftovers we got stored away in the fridge. I say in a hushed tone, biting my lower lip as my eyes drift back up to him. That devious glint was still in his eyes, but casually he nods in agreement. Yeah, can't send you back to work on an empty stomach. Hmm. Why can't the rest of the day be like this morning? The moment I get back from lunch, this place is as dead as my dream job. DK walks up, dressed in their casual clothes and hands tucked away in their pockets. They yawn as they see me approach. You're already clocked out. Yeah, I'm ready to just go home and die. Oh, don't do that. I still need your help tomorrow. They chuckle, holding open the door for me as we both take our leave. TK starts heading to their car, rummaging with the keys for a moment before pausing, turning their attention over towards me. Hey, can I talk to you about something? Sure, what's up? They hesitate a bit, looking off to the side as they muster the courage to speak. About that guy, Peter. I know I have no place to say anything, but I got a creepy vibe about him. Creepy? How do you mean? It's just that it seems like he had his eyes on us the whole time we were talking. I don't know. Yeah, he does seem a little weird. They shift uncomfortably where they stand, still fiddling with their keys. Anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow. Be careful walking home. How about you drive me home, bitch? Yeah, you too. With that, TK gets into the car, fighting with the engine for a second or two before starting up and driving off. I understand their concern, and maybe they're right. Peter just came over to my apartment, and we're already talking about moving in. I should be more careful. We were not talking about moving in. He was talking about moving in. Being the pushy asshole he is. Lucy hasn't come back yet? Odd, she's normally home at a reasonable time. Well, normal by her standards, anyway. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that she isn't back yet. Closing and locking the door behind me, I don't bother turning on the lights as I shuffle my way to my room in the dark. Opening the door to my room, I reach over to flip on the light switch. Oh. Who keeps opening this? Huh? Damn it. Did Lucy forget to even pay our utility bill too? Setting my things down on my bed, I feel my way out of my room, looking around the inky void before me. I think we have some candles placed somewhere. Huh? What? Who did I bump into? Lucy? Is that you? Whoever it is, they stay quiet. Dawn, are you in here? I whisper again. My heart races faster as the silence only grows. Like someone wraps their arms around me, and I feel something like a wet cloth covering my mouth and nose. I try to break free, but they don't loosen their grip. Oh god, I'm starting to feel drowsy and weak. Who's doing this? Why? A chill runs up my spine as I feel something that feels like a kiss against my cheek. Then I hear a familiar, seductive voice whisper in my ear. No, let's not. What is he? Uh, End of day 2. You guys, I don't think I have enough time. I have to be at work soon, but I'll try. Hmm. Why is it taking so long? Ah! I should be a voice actor. Well, I'm back in my room. Ugh, my head is pounding. What happened last night? Oh my god, this always scares me. Oh god, that's right. I wasn't alone. The one who attacked me, his voice was just like, I don't know. No, I think I can tell apart nightmare from reality, so I think I would be like, okay, it was him. Especially when I'm already suspicious of him being weird. Why did he do that? TK's right. There's something wrong with him. I need to call Peter and talk to him about this. Hmm? Where's my phone? Who could that be? If it's Peter, it's probably best to get this out of the way. I just need to be careful. One part of me hopes it's Peter. Then again, another part of me doesn't. I have so many questions, but now I'm too scared to ask them. Sounds like me. Coming. Quickly making my way towards the door, I take in a deep breath and look through the peephole. Oh, Dawn. Sorry about that. I thought you were someone else. Paranoid enough not to answer the door, huh? Sorry. Dawn doesn't seem to acknowledge the apology as he crosses his arms and continues. You'll need to be more vigilant on answering the door from now on. A lot of folks will be running to you to take care of things around here. He's right. Great first impression I'm making so far. The man heavily sighs as he reaches into his back pocket and hands me a small to-do list. Here are a few minor things to spruce up around here, simple stuff that hopefully you can handle. I take a look at the piece of paper that Don places in my hand. I didn't realize he had such nice handwriting. The list seems basic enough. Take out the garbage, sweep hallways, check up on Miss Greta, change light bulb in downstairs public restroom, restock cleaning supplies, should be delivered today, remind me, Dawn, to check the upper unfinished floor for rats. What would I need help with? Okay, except maybe changing the light bulb. But yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. I reassure him. Don seems to wear a face of relief, but tries to hide it. Good. This will make things a lot easier for me. By the way, have you talked to Lucy yet? No, I only caught a glimpse of her yesterday while I was on my break. She wasn't home when I got back from work either. But I'll be seeing her tonight. I guess we have a movie date or something? The older man raises an eyebrow at me, a slight smirk curled on his lips. Having a movie date with Lucy and a boyfriend? Look at you getting around. Can I not have friends, bitch? It's not like that. As if having a movie night with your roommate is something unusual. Don chuckles a little as he starts to take his leave. Sure. Anyway, just be sure to get those done sometime today. I really like this route because we're more or less friendly to everyone. So yeah. Once Dawn is gone, I look down at myself. I guess I'd better hurry and get ready for work. I don't want to be late 2 days in a row. Besides, Tika and I are going to be having a little breakfast together, so it's not all bad. Oh no, the murder! And here we are, looking down the barrel of lower than minimum wage, possibly expired food, and obnoxious customers. I'm not sure if it's gonna be Lucy or TK that was killed, but I'm pretty sure it was one of them. At least I won't be here for long today. I'd better hurry and clock in. Hey Luna, I texted you earlier. You did? Pulling out my phone from my back pocket, I turn it on to check my messages. Okay, it's not TJ. TJ? TK. Weird, I'm not seeing anything from you. Well, I did. Anyway, I was trying to tell you that there's no work today. We had a break-in last night. A break-in? Who?
Not sure yet. The kitchen is a wreck, though. The back door is completely busted in, all the cooking equipment is banged up, and the boss's office is completely ruined.
Jesus, was anything stolen? I don't know. Just then, a distressed holler is heard in the kitchen area. I can't make out what is being said, but suddenly an officer quickly makes his way out of the kitchen, radioing for an ambulance. He looks completely distraught. As soon as he makes the call, he turns his attention to us and asks us to wait outside. Why? What's going on? The officer doesn't say anything at first, still looking as though he's trying to process what he saw. Please, we found a body locked in the freezer. He finally manages to explain. I need you two to wait outside, okay? DK's shoulders drop upon hearing this. A what? Wait, outside. Please. Oh, here you can see his little name tag. R. Williams is all he mutters. He doesn't seem to have the energy to repeat himself. There is still silence between TK and me, even with the cars driving by, people walking around us, and the wailing of sirens in the distance. Everything seems so quiet. Christ, now I feel bad for wanting a little more excitement in my life. You and me both. You don't think we're gonna be suspects, do you? Best to wait out here until they call us back in. We don't even have security cameras in the place, so it could be anyone.
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Fuck off. Oh god, you had me worried sick. Are you alright? What did they say? If they blame this on you, I swear to God, I'll... We need to talk. I say in a firm tone. Talk, he says with confusion. The fact that he does not even expect me to be like, hey, yesterday you knocked me out. Why? What did I do? Take a wild guess. I hesitate to say it with TK there. Biting my bottom lip, I take Peter by the sleeve of his shirt and looked over towards my co-worker. Could we have a minute? This is kind of personal. I can see the glint of joy in their eyes upon assuming there is something wrong between Peter and me. Yeah, sure. You two go ahead. I'll let you know if they call us in for questioning. I would not want to be alone with this man after assuming he broke into my apartment and knocked me out. Still tugging on his shirt, I guide Peter over across the street and into a nearby alley, finally letting go and glaring at him. You knocked me out last night. Why? Peter looks surprised at this, not knowing how to respond at first as he tries to mouth out some kind of excuse. Does he think I'm stupid? Me? I didn't knock you out. I was back at my place after I took you back to work yesterday. I swear on my mom's grave. If she was dead. Sure would be nice if she was. I cross my arms, showing that I'm not buying this bullshit excuse. I'm not an idiot, Peter. You knocked me out when the whole place went black, and I'm not happy about it. Who would be happy about it? Peter doesn't attempt to lie any further as his shoulders slouch, eyes to the ground. Sorry, I didn't want you freaking out that I was there, so I panicked. Why was he even there? And you just so happened to carry chloroform with me when you came over? Yes? Mm. Jesus, what's wrong with you? You are what's wrong with me. You're the one that keeps me awake at night. You're the one who's always on my mind, the one who makes my heart beat out of my chest each time I see you, smell you. You want the truth? The truth is I'm mad. Mad to a point where I caress your skin while you sleep soundly each night, wanting, needing to feel you from the inside and fill you. Oh, grinding against you isn't enough anymore. Has he been doing that while I was sleeping? Okay, yeah, of course. Okay, what? Oh, Luna, don't you get it? I'm opening my heart to you. I'm being forward. I'm being honest. Trust matters in a relationship, and I'm tired of keeping things from you. Peter steps closer, his hand resting on the wall behind me. I love you. I loved you the moment I saw you at the diner. Oh, I was. My God. I wanted nothing more than to storm in and fuck you in front of everyone, letting them know that you belong to me and I to you, though that wasn't a proper way to approach you. Okay. So I had to follow you instead. Study your pattern, memorize your schedule, practice what to say when you were finally alone and not working. The park was the perfect place to finally approach you. Peter smirks as he leans close. A dark glint was in his eyes as he cupped my cheeks in his hands. You're upset with me for last night. Sure, but you and I can make this work now. No more hiding. No more hiding. Now I'm shining. Okay, no more secrets. Just us. Saying this, Peter parts his lips a little, and a long and girthy tongue snaking out from his fang-filled maw. I just have to imagine how that would look in real life, and ew, no, ugh. You're insane. Maybe I would run away, but maybe I would also be too scared. I don't know. You're insane. Peter chuckles. Maybe, but I wouldn't want to be any other way. I freeze as I feel his lips against my cheek, followed by the hot, wet sensation of a tongue trailing along my neck before he whispers, and if you tell anyone, I'll kill them too. Too? Peter doesn't reply as he takes my hand into his, intertwining his fingers along with mine as he nips at my ear. Stop it! Ew. I'll be by later tonight, dear. Oh shoot, my voice. I'll be by later tonight, dear. How about no? Peter doesn't say more as he pulls away, and a crooked smile and lust lingering in his eyes while he takes his leave out of the alley and down the street. Ew. I take a moment to register what just happened. Everything he told me, what he possibly did. My attention is drawn back to TK, who's still waiting for me across the street. I peek out and look around, making sure Peter isn't lurking around before crossing the street. Thank God you're back, they say with a sigh of relief. Sorry? But that relief is gone the moment they see the look on my face. Oh, what happened? I would tell them. There's no way I would shut up about it. I couldn't. Peter is insane. I say between clenched teeth. He just told me everything he did before we were dating. We were not dating! Okay. Following me around, sneaking into my room at night too. Grinding against me. He might have killed whoever was in there too. TK almost turns as pale as I am upon hearing this. Oh, that fucker needs to be put away. Tell the folks here what you know as soon as they allow us to go back in. Who do you think he knocked off in there anyway? I don't know, it's not like I even knew What? What is it? Oh god. Lucy never came home last night. My voice! Your roommate? I don't answer as I speed past TK and charge into the diner, pushing aside the still rattled officer as I make my way into the kitchen area. No! Sexy roommate! No! No, no, no! I feel someone pulling me away from the scene, verbally demanding I keep my distance. No, that's my roommate! That's Lucy! I'm dragged back into the diner, TK coming to my side, attempting to calm me down. My outburst causes a scene. There are more questions than intended after identifying the body. I even tell them about Peter and what he was doing before. Thankfully, TK was with me the entire time, keeping me mentally steady the best they could while I explained everything. Lucy, I'm so sorry. Peter said he was going to be at my place tonight, but I don't want to go back there. The officer said they would be waiting for that bastard if he shows up. Thank God TK is a blessed being for letting me stay with them. Don receives my call about what happened and says that he'll be by shortly to check up on me. Oh! I've never been so eager to see them before, until now, that is. Oh, cute!
We are. Home sweet home.
Home, sweet home. They say in a quiet tone, tossing their car keys down on the couch. The place is small, barely any room for 2 people, but it's better than taking my chances with my place. Thanks. I mutter, standing awkwardly in place. You want me to order something while we wait for your landlord? I don't think I would be able to eat in that situation. After seeing my roommate dead. Dead. I'm not hungry. Yeah, same here. Well, that was quick. Yeah, because Don loves me. TK makes their way to the door, a pinch hesitant to open it at first as they look through the peephole. Well, it's not him. They reassure us they unlatch the chain and open the door. Don takes his time walking in, simply giving a nod to TK before turning his attention over towards me. Hey, I got word of what happened. I don't say anything. Yes, you got word because I called you and told you, didn't I? Anyways, I don't say anything. I can't. What the hell can I say in a situation like this? Look, I really shouldn't be here right now since there might be shit going down tonight. I just wanted to check in on you to make sure you're okay. Okay is an overstatement. Well, what's going on? Have they found anything? We only got a hold of one person who saw her last night, some punk named Vio or something. He claims that she paid his bail and dropped him off at his place, saying something about applying for the diner you're working at. So that's why she was there. I don't know what to say about this. All the time she left me with the rent, making excuses as to why she's running behind on payments. She was busy paying to get others out of trouble. Yeah, but she was bringing me in trouble. But okay. Don clears his throat to get my attention. Anyway, after all this blows over, I'll see if I can get your friend here to move in with you.
If that's fine with him, her, them?
Okay, that's funny. What? Isn't it obvious? Don stands there for a moment, looking over TK while racking his brain about what to refer to them as. Kid. Close enough. Anyway, I'd better get back before they realize I don't have a cell for them to call. Don is about ready to take his leave before coming to a slow halt, turning back around and looking over towards me. Hey, Luna, don't beat yourself up over this. If you want, we can meet up tomorrow and, I don't know, just forget about today for a couple hours. You need it? How how does how does he want to make me forget? I'm not gonna comment on this. I'd like that actually. Good, good. See you tomorrow. Get some sleep, alright? Okay, thank you, Don. With that, Don takes his leave, giving a glance back and a small wave before TK also bids him farewell, closing the door quietly behind him. Wow, that's your landlord. Not half bad of a backside. Oh my god, really? Okay, okay. Yours is better. TK, I swear. Hey, can't blame you for trying to lighten the mood. Anyway, let's get you settled in for the night. The couch folds out into a bed, and it's 10 times cozier than my mattress. Thanks. It means a lot that you're willing to put up with me. I do that every day at work, and I'm willing to do that every day at home. They say in their sincerest tone, their hand gently resting on my shoulder. Hmm? You think Dawn forgot something? I don't know. Let me take a look. TK walks over to the door, once again looking through the peephole. It's all happening too quickly. Before I know it, the door's busted open, shoving TK to the ground and knocking them out. Before I can respond, a tall, dark figure charges at me, grabbing me by the throat so tight I couldn't make a sound. I told you, tell no one. This is so scary. I try to fight back in some way, punching, kicking, lashing out. Clearly I'm hurting him, but his grip doesn't loosen one bit as he takes the hits. I can't breathe. It's time to go home, love. I should have had a voice line for this one too, but okay. Ooh, continue to day 4, which will be the last day. Day 5 is out already, but we are not allowed to post it yet, so. Hmm. Okay. Okay, now. My head hurts. Ow. Flush surface cradles me. A bed? My heavy eyes fight to focus on my surroundings. Welcome back to the world of the living, darling. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I think I would be confused at first. Maybe I would also. I don't know. No, I think I would just not realize what's happening. Peter is there, staring in anticipation. My skin prickles at his voice as I try to move away from him. Damn it, my wrists are bound over my head. I try to strain, only to see them fixed to the wood headboard with rope. Sorry about the restraints. I wanted to take the time to explain some things to you first. He looks concerned as I struggle against the ropes. I'm tied up in a strange place against my will. I gulp, anxious over the dire situation I found myself in. Can I get you something to eat, love? I figured you might be hungry after the trip. What? I can't fathom eating in this predicament, but being amicable might improve my situation a bit. I just need to be cool with him. Yes, thank you. Peter smiles warmly and puts a sandwich near my mouth. It smells like peanut butter and jelly. It's not fancy, but I thought you might like it. I glare at the sandwich. I'm feeling too uneasy to think about eating. Go on, you need to eat something. It's been a while. And whose fault is that? And who set that system up? I take a small bite at his behest. It tastes good. Better than I remember any peanut butter and jelly sandwich ever tasting. But it's probably because I am actually hungry. I eat halfway and pull my head away to signal I'm finished. Peter places the sandwich on a small plate on top of the nightstand. It didn't seem like he wanted to hurt me. Maybe he was just being weird again. I calm down, not pulling against the ropes anymore. Any chance you could untie me? No! Only if you promise to be good for me. So he wants to play games? Sure, I can play along. No! He lowers his hands to my thighs and starts stroking them intimately, going back up to my ass again. He gives it a firm grope. No! I give Peter a flirty look leaning up against the bed. I would not do that. Ew. If I play my cards right, he might untie me. He seems a bit taken aback by my eagerness. Wow. He laughs a bit awkwardly. You know, I've thought about this time in my life where I would finally have you where I wanted you, but shit. No, no, no. No, I would not appreciate being touched by a stranger like this. Please stop. I shut my eyes tight. Stop, please. I can't stand his touch. I want him to leave me alone. He quickly withdrew himself from me. Of course, darling. He quickly unties me apologetically and leans upwards on the bed. I understand if you're not ready. Forgive me if I made you at all uncomfortable. I avoid his eyes, not wanting to respond. My heart is still pounding in my chest as my anxiety causes me to turn away from him. I'm going to attend to some other things, darling. I'll let you get used to your new home. Take all the time you need to make yourself comfortable. I'll be in my room if you need anything. I stay quiet. After a few moments, Peter rose and took his leave, shutting the door behind him. New home. God, what next? I think I would be crying my eyes out in this situation. I get out of bed and look around what seems to be a freshly decorated room. I guess I'll have a little poke around. Okay. What? I still need to reply to Marina's. Who's Marina? Okay. Is that some internet friend? Spare hanger, nothing to write home about. I know we used that one to open the door in another route. But in this one, he did not lock the door, right? Okay, he did not. He trusts me way too much. I think this was his room. Not gonna go in there now. The pills. Sleep E-Z. Do not exceed 2 tablets a day. Okay, I don't think we can poison him in this one because we did not say anything. Because I know in many other routes we can. Looks like most of my favorite snacks are here. Good. I wouldn't call that good. Just cutlery, nothing exciting. Okay, he's bad at cooking, coffee, alcohol. Perfect to forget about my situation. For real. Although I would not drink in this situation. Locked. A snake! A snake? He is a pet snake. I was expecting a dead raccoon or a feral dog. I suppose I could watch some TV. If it's working, that is. Okay, I think I need to go to talk to him now. Was it? No, it was this room, right? I'm so good. I open the door to see Peter at his desk, intently at working on the computer. It looks like a nice mini studio for content creation. He turns around and gives a smile. Nice to see you, Luna. How was the home tour? I shift around uncomfortably at his question. Okay, I guess. He eyes me with suspicion, moving closer to me. You wouldn't be hiding something from me now, darling. Without warning, he starts to search me. Hey! Peter's hands run up and down my body. Eventually, he finds the knife that I took from his kitchen drawer. Okay, so I took the knife when I was at the drawer, but it just didn't. Okay. What a pity I can't attack him in this one. I think I would attack him. Or at least try. Or maybe I wouldn't. I might be too scared. Eventually, he finds the knife that I took from his kitchen drawer. Why do you have this? He sounds both confused and concerned. I don't want to take drastic measures. Measures? Measures, darling. What do you mean? If you don't behave, that is. Bitch. What did he mean, drastic? I fear to find out. He turns his attention back to me. Now, is there anything else I should know about? He goes back to patting me down, this time more slowly. After a few seconds, he discovers the pills that I had taken, pausing a moment before giving me a worried look. Are you okay, Luna? I can get you some proper medicine if you're feeling unwell. I shake my head, though to be honest, I'm starting to worry about the damage he may have done when he was knocking me out. He pats the top of my head lovingly and places the pills in his drawer. Any more secrets? He asks, as he again feels around my torso. He seems satisfied that he found everything I had on me, removing his hands from me and turning to lock the drawer with my contraband inside. He slips the drawer key back into his pocket before collapsing into his chair, giving me a big grin. Hang out with me. I'm finishing up a meeting with my editor. I don't think I I don't think I would instantly say no, but I would be curious, sort of. I don't know. Editor? I can't remember if I told you, but I make online video reviews for various products. My editor, Daniel, cleans up the footage I sent him. Nice guy. He's been working for me for a few months now. He turns back to his monitor, typing away. It's weird imagining Peter has a life which involves other people. He seems like a lone wolf. It gives a dimension. It gives a dimension to his character that's almost endearing. I'm just letting him know that I'm going to take some time off to spend some time with you. Okay, I hope I'm not distracting you. Bitch! You're fine, Luna. Feel free to lounge on the bed if you want. It's so small. Do you even fit in it? No, actually. It's all I could afford after refurbishing the house. Yeah, he does not deserve a bed. Back to figuring out how I'm going to get through this. Bitch, you should have attacked him. Why am I in the room? My god! The door clicks open and Peter is standing in the doorway, shoving his phone in his pocket. So, how do you like our home? I'm not really sure what to think. What I say is true. It's all too much still, and it's unfair of him to think that I can make up my mind before the day's over. What is there to make up my mind about? He killed my roommate. It's where you live from now on. I know it's bigger than your apartment, but I'll take care of everything. Don't worry. I'll take care of the finances, so you'll no longer have to concern yourself with bills at work. He's really serious about keeping me here. I weigh my potential responses with some thought. Please let me go. Peter pauses for a bit. I know change is scary, darling, but it's how we move on to the next chapter of our story. Please understand that. It'll work out, I promise. Bitch. He turns to leave me alone in the room. A sinking feeling settles in my stomach at my failure to convince him. I'm afraid and alone with the psycho. How can I ever leave? Kill him. Hey, you got me one of these. Would be funny if I placed this in front of the door. Can I? Oh, no, I can't. Well, what do I do now? Can I feed the snake now? The odd-looking reptile flicks its tongue at me as I tap the glass gently with my finger. I wouldn't do either of them. I would not feed the snake, but I also wouldn't get rid of it. I, mm, I would not get rid of it. Maybe it's hungry? I know snakes eat mice and rats. Maybe Peter has some in the freezer. No. Oh. I walk into the kitchen and dig around the freezer. Sure enough, there were some frozen baby rats vacuum sealed inside. Ugh, gross. Why couldn't snakes eat lettuce or something? With a set of cold tongs sitting next to the freezer bag, I take a small furry nugget out of the bag and rinse it under some warm water from the sink. I'm sure snakes don't like frozen food. In a few minutes, it seems to be warm enough to offer up as a weird snack. I walk over to the tank with a thought red in my tongs. The little snake tries to crawl up through the top of the tank. Carefully opening the cover, I place the prey near the snake. It curiously inspects the rat and opens its mouth to fit the rodent in its mouth. It's amazing to me how these creatures can swallow their food whole. I hear Peter's bedroom door open and his lanky frame comes into view. I see you've met Rat. Rat? Interesting name for a snake, considering... I like a little irony. He smirks at me. Peter hovers over the tank and is surprised to see Rat eating. You fed her? Well, she looked hungry. That's very kind of you, Luna. I knew I made the right choice bringing you here. I should have gotten rid of this damn snake. He gives me a warm smile before turning to Red and giving her a soft pat. After a moment, he closes the lid and returns his gaze to me. Well, I hope the two of you get along. I think we're off to a good start. Don't be so nice to him! I observe my little friend as she flicks her tongue at me. I can manage with a cute snake. I'll let you two get acquainted more. He excuses himself and leaves me and Red alone. Okay. Can I watch TV now? At least he has power going into this. Yes! Channel 3 news update. And all the Karens were thankfully tarred and feathered by the staff. What? In other news, the recent killing of Lulu Ann Imala is still under investigation. Police are searching for Luna, who was a roommate and disappeared. They are being treated as a person of interest in this case. If you have any information on Luna's whereabouts or about the murder, please contact the police tip line at... I shut the TV off. Oh my god, the situation is worse than I thought. Poor Lucy. I hope they don't consider me as a suspect. Did the reporter not just say that I'm treated as a suspect? I don't even know if anyone can find me out here. Peter is too clever. Unfortunately, he is. Okay, what do I do now? Hello. Do I go in his room? Peter sits at his desk watching one of his review videos from the looks of it. I walk in and hover over his shoulder. In the video, he's going on and on about a knife set he received. He's a natural in front of the camera, talking to his invisible audience about the product and why they should purchase a set for themselves. I get closer to view the video, standing next to his chair. You want to watch with me? He pats his lap, inviting me to sit. I know what happens if we say yes. I'm sure some of you do too, but I don't think I would say yes. No thanks. I don't really feel like sitting with him at the moment. Product reviews aren't really my video of choice. No problem, darling. You know where to find me if you change your mind. He gives me a wink before returning to his work. I leave him to it, softly closing the door behind me. Why softly? Oh, I just realized my room is the only one which doesn't have, you know? What do I do now? Do I have to watch the video with him? Ah, stomach starting to growl. I check the fridge for something to eat. Looks like I could easily make a meal with what's here. No, I would not make a meal. Maybe I'll make something later when I'm more settled. God, I wonder what time it is. The fact that I can't even see outside is completely messing up my sense of how much time has passed. This place is getting awfully stuffy too. I'd kill to go outside. Peter appears, his expression quite pleased. He walked with a bit of a skip in his step. I'm so happy with how fast you've settled in. I really don't have much of a choice. Sulking in my room didn't sound very appealing. True. Huh, I guess not. How about we do a little something together? What would you prefer? A nice warm bath or some dessert? Dessert under the stars. None of that? Oh, okay, I'm refusing. Good. Honestly, I'm really not in the mood for either. You're not? Why are you so surprised? No. Why? You seem to be doing fairly well. I don't know, it's all still too much too soon. And you killed my roommate. And maybe also my co-worker. But okay. Oh, is there anything I can do to make it better? I just want to have some time to myself. Can you give me that? Yes, darling. His expression is that of heartbreak. Disappointment, maybe. Either way, it seems he's taking the blame for me still not being entirely warmed up to all this. As he should. Entering into my room, I close the door behind me. I don't have the mental energy to get used to this new place. That's not my room. It's also draining me physically. Even my new room is just a mere imitation of that which brought me comfort in my apartment. To his credit, at least he's putting in the effort to help me feel at home. I toss the robe from earlier off my bed as I settle in. I'm still greatly upset with everything. Like an ignorant child, he just doesn't understand why all of this is wrong. There might still be a way to get through to him. No, girl, you can't save him. After all, he said he'd do anything for me. I get under the covers and close my eyes. It's not long before I'm in the world of my blank dreams, waiting for the next chapter. Literally. This was day 4. Um, as I've mentioned, I cannot post day 5 yet. Which is a pity, but I'm sure it won't be long anymore. So I think this was, I don't know, in my opinion, it was one of the most reasonable routes. But it was, I don't know, a little boring, if you know what I mean, because I don't know, nothing really happened. Um, I mean, okay, something did happen, but you know, um, I'm probably going to play more routes. Um, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope I get any views at all. I would be happy. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and see you soon.